Good morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida right here in Polk County. Today is Friday, July 24th, and I would just like to welcome all of you. Going right into the good news events and news items that I discovered this week, I would like to tell you about Danny Allen, who works with the High Mountain Expeditions in Tennessee as a rafting guide. He was recently spotted rescuing a female baby black bear who had been abandoned. Allen and other raft guides had spotted the bear cubs several times for several days, but there obviously was no mama bear around. Now, the little bear that he found was malnourished and obviously in distress. Allen spotted the bear, rafted over to her, and she climbed right into his raft. She was very thin and about half the size that she should be. The bear was then transported to the Appalachian Bear Rescue, who does rehabilitation on wildlife. The rescue group subsequently named her Nolly because she was rescued from the Nolichucky River. Nolly was severely dehydrated and lethargic when she arrived, but she has had a great recovery since then and a great appetite, and that was said by the rescue spokeswoman Dana Dodd. And she goes on to say, "I'm absolutely certain that she will be released back into the wild." So that is really some great news, and that how great for Allen to have done that. The next piece of news that I would like to share with you has to do with JetBlue Airways, who combined with Random House Children's Books this summer to provide an innovative solution to promote literacy to underserved communities. They actually chose a community in the Washington, D.C. area where they installed book vending machines. How cool is that? And they put one of the machines in a church, another one in a grocery store, and another one in a Salvation Army branch. So, JetBlue's Soaring with Reading program provides free books to children who otherwise might not have access to reading, particularly over the summer when school is out. The program revealed the new machines, and it was kicked off with a reading event by NFL quarterback Robin Griffin III. So how great is that? The next news item that I would love to share with you has to do with the individuals with autism. And people with autism can find the biggest challenge with even the smallest of tasks that many of us actually take for granted. Something as basic as getting dressed can be an incredible challenge. So, Lauren Theory, whose son has autism, has created Independence Day clothing. "I know it sounds like such a non-issue," Theory said. "If your kids can't get dressed, they can't get out of the house." Her solution with Independence Day clothing is to design and create clothing that combines form with function. So while her pieces are fashionable and stylish, they're designed to accommodate people with cognitive and physical challenges. Each piece is designed with no specific front or back, with no specific inside or out, so there's no wrong way to wear them. There's no tags, there's no lace, there's no zippers or buttons, and all of the fabric is soft and smooth. There's even a small pocket within each piece of clothing where you can insert a GPS device, as so many are prone to wander off. So that is just a great idea. If you have a chance, look that one up. The next news item I would definitely like to share with you comes all the way from Melbourne, Australia. The city of Melbourne, Australia had concerns for protecting their trees from vandalism and also just general tree decline. As part of their urban forest strategy, they assigned email addresses and ID identification numbers to each tree, hoping that people would alert the city when they could identify an issue with a tree. Now, tree enthusiasts are doing even more than that. The unintended but positive consequence, says Aaron Wood, chair of the City of Melbourne's Environment Portfolio, was that people began sending emails professing their love for trees. The urban forest strategy was put into effect to try and cool the summertime temperatures throughout the city by planting trees. The trees have also been warming hearts. Over 3,000 emails have been sent to the trees from all over the world. You can always find a friend in a tree, definitely. Moving on to the weather for this weekend, again, some of the more classic hot and steamy weather here in Central Florida and in the heart of Florida. Today, Friday, there's a 50% chance of rain with a high of 87 and a low of 73. Saturday, there's a 90% chance of rain with a high of 84 and a low of 72. Sunday, it goes back down to a small fraction, a 60% chance of rain, and the high is 85 and the low is 72. This week's pet photo that I wanted to share with you comes from St. Augustine, Florida. It was sent in by Tommy Adams, and it is his dog, Ruby. Ruby is a 7-year-old lab mix, and Tommy reports that she's fun and energetic, and she loves chasing squirrels, but he also shared with us the fact that Ruby actually came very close to her own demise when she was bitten by a water moccasin. And fortunately, Tommy and his parents were quick to see that there was a change in her behavior, and they immediately rushed her off to the vet's office, who gave her the anti-venom shots. And so miraculously, Ruby pulled out of that one. So if we didn't know better, we would thought she was a cat using one of her 9 lives. So more health and a long life to you, Ruby. Moving on to some of the events here in the heart of Florida that I would like to share with you. This weekend begins Good Reason for Good Roads, and this is a celebration of the Dixie Highway that has reached its 100th year birthday. This is done in Bartow. It's going to be at the Polk County History Center. There's an exhibit there that features the history of road construction, the people who traveled the roads, and also the influence on the new development in Florida that was caused by these roads. This, by the way, is free, and you can call them at 863-534-4386. Another event I would like to share with you is at the Morton Theatre in Frostproof. It will be on the 25th. They are having the Hulas and Homicide. It's a murder mystery dinner theater, and that will be from 6 to 9 p.m. You can find out more information about that by calling 863-635-7222. Another event going on this whole weekend is the theater in Winter Haven is featuring Shrek the Musical. And this, again, is going to be the whole weekend, and you can find out more information by calling 863-299-2672. As usual, I wanted to leave you this week with a quote that might be of some help to you, and that quote goes, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." And that was said by an anonymous person. So that's our show for today. I appreciate you tuning in, and go out and have a great weekend, and please join me again next week. Bye-bye for now.